Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on December the 26th, 2019. Gold is about $1,500 as investors focus on 2020. Gold firmed above $1,500 and once as 2020 came into closer investors' focus. Precious metal rose despite the gain in equities and easing in U.S. China trade concerns. Silver and platinum also surged, indicating a banner year for precious metals. Gold bullion advanced for a fourth day, the best run since October, and headed for the highest close in more than 7 weeks. The climb comes amid a focus on whether the Federal Reserve's rate cut in pause will hold next year following 3 reductions in 2019. Spot gold advanced as much as 0.4% to $1,505.62 and once, the highest intraday price since November the 5th. In general, gold added 17% this year. Silver climbed 1.4% to $18,220 and once, while platinum rose 0.5%, extending the metal's annual gain to 19%. Oil rises amid trade optimism and OPEC's decision. Oil prices climbed on Thursday, supported by a progress in China-U.S. trade deal and OPEC-led efforts to cut supply. However, trading was quiet as many markets were in holiday mode. Brent crude futures were 28 cents or 0.4% higher at $67.48 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude contracts rose 25 cents to $61.36 a barrel. Meantime, more supply will be expected in the new year as Saudi Arabia and Kuwait earlier this week agreeing to end a dispute over the neutral zone, which can produce as much as 500,000 barrels per day of oil, or about 0.5% of global demand. Erdogan surprisingly meets with Tunisian president. The Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has arrived in Tunisia on a surprise visit for talks with Tunisian counterparts. This visit became the first by a head of state since the Tunisian presidential elections in October. Turkey's move was caused by country's efforts to strike deals with nations on the Mediterranean, where Ankara has been at odds with Greece over resources off the coast of the divided island of Cyprus. On the other hand, Erdogan said he had discussed with the Tunisian counterpart Kais Saied possible steps and cooperation to establish a ceasefire in Libya. High-speed railway co starts to prepare for IPO. The operator of China's high-speed rail line between Beijing and Shanghai started its initial public offering, which will for the first time allow investors to buy shares in what is the world's largest such network. Beijing-Shanghai High-Speed Railway Co., a unit of state-owned China Railway Corp., plans to sell as many as 6.3 billion new shares, or 12.8% of enlarged capital, through its listing in Shanghai. The company said that book building for the IPO will begin in January the 6th, but didn't mention how much it aimed to raise through the sale. According to the data, proceeds from Beijing-Shanghai High-Speed Railway's IPO will be used to help finance the acquisition of a 65.1% stake in a domestic railway operator for 50 billion yen, $7.1 billion.